ABC News, talking about movies each and every Wednesday. Good morning, Jason.
Just one of your favorites? I'm not the favorite?
You're our favorite 820 guest here on Friday.
Okay,
Fridays.
Yeah, there you go. All right, what is, we had this conversation earlier. Chris Hemsworth is in this Thor movie.
Yes.
He's the guy.
He is the guy. He's the guy now for, I don't know. How many times there's been 3 Thor movies, and then he's been in a bunch of, Captain America.
He's a swashbuckler.
Yes, he is and very funny too. And that's what this Thor movie is. It's there's a lot of humor, and that's thanks to the writers and director Taika Waititi in particular, who is most known for indie stuff. He's a guy from New Zealand, and directed a bunch of movies probably most of the people haven't seen, Boy and some other stuff. And he got control of this big budget Marvel movie and did a really good job here. This is the best reviewed Marvel movie on Rotten Tomatoes ever, of all the Marvel movies. And so going into the weekend, I think there's high expectations. It's going to make a bunch of money, but it's also very good. It's a lot of fun. This is a time where we're getting a lot of Oscar movies and a lot of more serious movies and things like that are starting to come out. So it's good to have a little fun at the box office and a shot in the arm because it's been not a great couple of months since August. The box office hasn't been doing that well.
So I'm not up on my latest cartoon movies. Are there other superheroes in this Thor movie?
There are. The Hulk is in this one. Let's see, going through. I think that's it. Because in the last Captain America movie, you had almost all of the Avengers in there. You had Iron Man, you had Spider-Man, you had so many other people. And this one is, but the Thor and the Hulk were not there. So this explains where they were and what they were doing while they were not fighting everybody else.
Do you think they do these collaborations with all these superheroes because alone they won't
bring it home?
Right.
Well, they have been able to for a long time, but we're getting to the point now where it seems almost every Marvel movie is this big collaboration, and I think the audience comes to expect it, and they like it. They like to see, a bunch of these people together. But it's just Thor and the Hulk here. Jeff Goldblum joins the cast for the first time, and he's pretty fun. And you have Loki, Tom Hiddleston, who's Thor's brother. He's been in the past couple as well.
I don't like the Hulk. I like the Bruce Banner, Bill Bixby Hulk better than this sort of superhero can jump over oceans. That doesn't make any sense to me.
He can do a lot. Thor. The Hulk is pretty powerful in this one, and you get a good mix of the Bruce Banner and the Hulk. He's not the Hulk for the whole movie, so you get it's fun there. But the Hulk hasn't done very well on his own. I think did they make one Hulk movie with Ruffalo? I don't even know if they've made one with Ruffalo. They made a couple before. But they haven't really broken the Hulk out on his own.
Yeah, well, that's because the Hulk green guy, I don't know what you call that guy. There's no humanity to the guy.
And that was Lou Ferrigno too, right?
Yeah, well, Lou Ferrigno had a little humanity. Bill Bixby had a little humanity. This one, he just sort of jumps over oceans and.
They give him a little more humanity in this.
All
so
right.
if you go see it, I think you might enjoy the Hulk a little more than you've enjoyed him in the past.
Treat him like he's a human being, for
He's
crying
not
out
Hulk.
loud.
He's not.
All right, while we still have you, what's the latest with Kevin Spacey? Is more women coming out now?
Or
men?
There were more allegations on the set of House of Cards now. This is the first time we're actually hearing that there were allegations of inappropriate behavior, harassment on the set. So Netflix and everybody, they're dealing with that. And, that's not looking good for the show, for the show coming back. And for him coming back to the show. I don't know what they do at this point because ostensibly all of Season 6 has been written at this point. So I don't know if they can throw out those scripts and write a new one or they just scrap the season at this point. They're in a tough position.
Yeah, absolutely. So they hadn't started filming Season 6 yet?
No, they were 2 weeks into production. Maybe they filmed like a tiny bit, but no, they hadn't really gotten into it yet.
All right. And then two more things quickly. Stranger Things, is it as big as everybody says it is?
Well, according to Nielsen, which just started rating streaming and trying to do it, although Netflix doesn't release numbers, and it's hard for Nielsen to actually quantify this because it's a new way of watching. So Nielsen says that the first episode of Stranger Things Season 2 got about 16 million viewers, which is that's a huge number, and almost 400,000 people binged the whole thing that Friday, that first Friday. Although Netflix sent me a statement this morning saying their math might be from the upside down. Nielsen can't really measure what we're doing.
Well, I love the fact that Nielsen and radio and television all agree that Nielsen numbers are wrong.
It's tough for them to quantify, and a lot of people have said, those are bogus. We don't know how they get them.
And then, is it true 25 years ago, Rage Against the Machine came our way?
Yeah, the self-titled debut album from Rage came out 25 years ago today with the songs Killing in the Name and Bomb Track and a couple others. That album went platinum 3 times. So, if you're like me, you're feeling old today. That was 25 years ago.
So 25 years ago today, Bill Clinton was elected president, and Rage Against the Machine debuted their first album.
Well, Clinton, this is the Clinton anniversary?
25 years ago. There you go. Interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting.
Coincidental? I don't think so.
And 40 years ago today, I was born. So there you go.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Rage Against Jason Nathanson every Friday here on the Big 550 KTRS. Jason, have a good